For sure, bro, for sure. So, when it, what sparked you to do the book, bro?
Man, shout out to Alfred AJ Kofi. That's my best friend, man. He part of the pack, and he actually one of the guys that's going to be co-hosting with me when we drop our podcast, Talk Your Talk, sports podcast that we're going to be coming out with soon. But he's a he's just like me, man. He's an entrepreneur. He has a family, beautiful family. He takes care of. We've been friends since we was 12, 13 years old. If you need a website for your business, call him. If you need to figure out how to invest in your money or what to invest in your money, call him. If you need preacher hands laid on you, call him. Like my man,
We're gonna put his link in there.
my man does a little bit of everything, man. And he actually had just created these Bible comic books for kids.
Oh, okay, that's hard.
These children's comic book Bibles that he had just created, which is available on Amazon. And he was talking to me like when we talk, we always talking smack. We always roasting each other, but we always talking business as well. And he had planted that seed in my head for a minute. And sometime like when people tell me things, I might not react, but I keep it there in the memory bank and maybe come back to it because my whole thing, like I was telling you all at the beginning, when I do things, I always want to do two things. I always want to keep my integrity, but I also want to be beneficial to business. I just don't want to do anything for business because it looks good or because this might be a good money opportunity. I still want to keep my integrity, and I just don't want to do anything. So as I was continuing to think about the book idea, I got to thinking, okay, what would a children's book look like with bees training? So the idea was really to only make 3 books. And the books were supposed to be, I knew school was about to come out. And I knew, like, I get a lot of people on social media asking me where I'm at, where I'm from. That's why I started, like, a lot of my videos, I put Terre Haute or I put Indiana, just so they'll know. But a lot of people, like, can't reach me. They can't bring their son or daughter to me. They might be too far or they can't fly me out to wherever they're at. So I started to create a YouTube channel, Beast Training with DJ Shouse. Put videos on there for them to do.
Everything he's mentioned, all the links will be in the description.
Appreciate it. But and then these books came. I knew that the kids was about to get out of school. I was like, I want to create some workout books. So I created a character called Benny the Beast, and I wanted to create like that Fat Albert, Little Bill type of vibe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Them type of characters when I was a kid.
I see it. I see it.
You know what I mean? Shout out my boy Benny.
This
My
is
girl
Benny,
Brittany.
right?
That's Benny right there.
Okay, and
Benny
then this
B.
is Brittany.
So I'm gonna get into both them stories here in a second, right? So the 3 books was originally just Benny the Beast, and the first book was supposed to be workout drills for kindergarten through 2nd grade. Benny the Beast level 2 was supposed to be for 3rd grade through 5th grade, and then Benny 3 was supposed to be for middle school. Right, so it was just so if you on Amazon and you find Benny the Beast level 1, 2, or 3, those are books that I wanted to help keep the shorties outside. Like, mom, I'm bored. We reading the book. Okay, hey, I can read this book and I can go out and work on this drill at the same time. So it kind of like helps keep the shorties interacted. It gives them some drills. It gives the parents some type of knowledge on what to work on. So because again, everybody, not everybody, can't do basketball training. But everybody can take their son or daughter to the park. And for the most part, some parents actually do. So if you're out there and you looking for things to work on with your kid and you're not really sure, those are 2 resources, man. The Benny the Beast books and Beast Training with DJ Shouse. But then part of what Beast Training is we want to be better at basketball, but we also want to be better at life. So the 4th book was more so about what is an athlete. An athlete isn't just a kid that okay, yeah, you can shoot good, you can dribble good, but what are your grades like? What are your
Mm-hmm.
eating habits like? Do you respect your coach? Do you respect your teachers? Do you respect your parents? All these adults in your life. Do you work outside of practice? Do you have discipline? So
Mm.
the fourth book, which is Benny the Beast, The Life of a Basketball Player. And I use basketball just because I'm just a basketball player, but it's really about athletes in general, the
Mm-hmm.
importance of peer pressure. You know, I grew up with a lot of different friends that went a lot of different ways, but we all respected each other at the same time and we all get along. And nobody ever peer pressured DJ. Everybody knew
Yeah.
DJ was gonna have a basketball with him. Everybody knew that's what he do, that's what he's on. It don't like anybody who ever hung out with me or seen me knows that, you know. So I never worried about fitting in with nobody. I never worried about. To me, I was always that guy. So you see my jump shot, you see what it is.
Yeah, bro.
That's where my mindset was at. So a lot of athletes, especially these kids that we talking about, they mess themselves up trying to fit in too much, not understanding that, bro.
Absolutely.
He's not thinking about football. You are. You
Mm-hmm.
have a chance to be on a football college team one day. He doesn't. Why are you even worried about what he's saying, thinking, or doing, or trying to fit in with him? Why? Because he got more girls.
Yeah.
Like I tell kids all the time, like you worrying about how pretty you look. When you come to the game, you gonna be on the bench. I'm gonna be playing.
Yep.
You and your
That's a
girl gonna be
fact.
talking about me the whole night.
That's a fact.
Dang, you see all the points DJ had?
That's
Man,
a
baby,
fact,
you was
bro.
passing him the ball every time.
On everything.
Like,
It's a
bro, work
fact,
on your
bro.
game, man. Like, worry about what's important. Worry about, grades, respect. Worry about getting some good sleep so you can get up in the morning and have some energy to work out. Worry about changing your life, your family's life, right? Worry about those things. Like, everything else comes later. But, as a 12, 13-year-old with access to social media, it's hard to get them to see that. So that's what that
Facts.
book's about. And then I'm always, always, always advocating girls basketball. I don't know why it's just now becoming this thing. I've been watching girls basketball since Lisa Leslie, uh, uh, Cheryl Swoops, that USA team, Don Staley, Candace Parker, Maya Moore, uh, like even the girls today. Like I've always been a fan of women's basketball. I've always loved their sport. I've always loved their fundamentals of the game, the execution, the one-on-ones, skill players, like all those things. And that's why I created this thing called Triple G, which stands for Girls Got Game, just to bring more attention and light on girls. So the fifth book was to represent the women's side of things, and I actually got some girls that I train who all played high level. They've all played in college. Some of them are playing in college right now, like my girl Zoe Stewart, my girl Grace Nelson. They both probably y'all gonna hear about them in a couple years in the draft. Like they really
Okay.
like that, like for real, for real. And just to name some of them, Demi, I know she was in there. She was one of the girls I asked, and then my girl Monty Brown, who to me is since I've been back, if we talking about like all the shorties, she one of the
Oh,
best ones.
she played with
Like,
my sister when my sister played.
who's your sister?
Kiara Ellerby. She's
Okay.
older, yeah. But I remember that they were on the same. I don't know if it was even a travel team or what, but they played together.
Yeah, man. People don't understand that girl almost broke the all-time South record in just 3 years because she couldn't play for 4 years. She almost broke it in three. She was like 12 points away from like breaking the record in just 3 years. So, like, the people don't understand that girl's a bucket for real. But I asked them some questions about like different challenges and how they viewed the game growing up. And Brittany the Beast is another character I created in the books called Girls Got Game, and she's a 10-year-old girl dealing with challenges, confidence, boys not respecting her because she's a girl, but she getting out on that court getting busy with them. You know what I mean? So that's where the fifth book came from, man. And that's essentially where the book idea came from, man, was just me and my guy having a conversation. And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, I can put all these drills that I'm doing in this book and I can link it to my YouTube channel. But okay, that's cool for business. But then what about the other things? Because basketball gonna stop one day. Are you teaching them about life? Are you teaching them about, from a girl's perspective? So that's where the integrity come in. So these other two books, man, that's where they came in, man. So that's where the Benny and the Brittany books came from.
Shop merch at highlyanspoken.printify.me.
Go grab yourself.
This is a fucking love show. We ain't fucking over here talking about love, bro. Y'all go.
I can't even see shit.
That's middle school is the stupid shit. And then when you get to high school, you just do a lot of dumb shit. So like you're sleeping, it comes up and
It gets you feet for first off. If you don't wake up, you deserve to die. Fuck.